At the age of 20, Ryan Walsh discovered he had a life-threatening disease. Having watched Channel 4's Embarrassing Bodies and learning how to check himself for testicular cancer, Ryan was in for a shock as he found an abnormality.
I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about your balls. You're all young guys between about, what, 25, 26, something like that? Yeah. You're about to enter the peak age range for testicular cancer, all right, and it is the most common cancer in your age group.
The doctors told him he was only 3 weeks away from dying. So Dr. Christian Jensen saved Ryan's life.
I didn't really have any knowledge about testicular cancer or other symptoms to do with your testicles, so obviously because I've seen the programme and those were the symptoms that were described to me, that's what I initially thought it was testicular cancer. I was quite embarrassed about going to the doctors because you don't normally get your testicles out every day in a doctor's surgery and say, look at this. The specialist said to me if I had any pain and I said no. He then sent me for blood tests, an ultrasound scan. And then at 4 o'clock that day I had to come back to see a consultant and I was told I had testicular cancer.
Ryan's story is not an unusual one, as 1 in 3 males will get cancer and 1 in 4 will lose their life to it.
Male cancers, many of them are treatable now, and if they're caught early enough, they can be dealt with. And the message through all of this is that men in particular need to go and see the doctor, need to go and have regular checkups.
The way we work as an organisation is we find people who are really passionate about making a difference and we help them to develop projects.
Okay, if we want men to take their health more seriously, it starts with us taking men's health more seriously, and that's the whole point of the Beat Male Cancer campaign, is getting people to think about what can we do collectively to help beat male cancer.
Despite coming up against opposition, Ryan has been making headlines and going into schools in order to educate young people about how to check themselves for testicular cancer.
So I thought if I got out of this alive, I wanted to go and educate people about this, because I was so angry that I wasn't taught any of this at school. I developed a project called Talking Testicles, which I take to all the schools in the local area to educate kids. And since September, I've spoken to 3,000 kids.
Ryan's been working tirelessly to get cancer awareness onto the curriculum. He's already helped to save 1 boy's life.
I think this work that I'm doing is very important because you can see the impact of the kids when you talk to them. So what you have to do is get your testicles and feel them in the palm of your hand, so you're feeling the weight of the testicles. And they always say to me, we've now learned that cancer is not an old person's disease and that anyone can have it at any given time. And I suppose that's the message that I'm trying to convey to them.
Ryan believes that schools need to incorporate information about the importance of self-checks and how to spot cancer in its early stages.
I mean, recently I had to get my computer mended, I had to get my teeth done, and I needed a checkup. I did the computer and the teeth first and left the checkup till last.
It's really important to harness the passion and commitment and experience of people like Ryan who've actually been through it for 2 reasons. 1, they actually know what it's like, right? And 2, people like Ryan who've actually come close to death have the commitment and the passion to actually go out there and make a difference. We need more people like him if we're going to change anything.
Ryan intends to build a support network and community which will be involved not just in the education of this, but also in support. He's invited cancer survivors and anyone with experience or an interest in cancer to show their support, but also to find out more. Ryan is a determined 23-year-old with 1 mission and a potentially life-saving message.
So it's important to know the signs and symptoms of cancer. And if you ever find anything, it's important to go to your doctors so you get an early diagnosis, because this is key to survival.
If you want more information on how to check for testicular cancer, look online at www.talkingtesticles.org.uk.